Right here, take a deep breath in, muscle conditioning time, reach up to the top, create some space, and then get over to one side. Drop the shoulder blade back, lift your chest and come over to the other side, breathing in as you go. And bring it wide and down and then back up, open it up, lift up, breathe in, and take it over to each side. Center and the other side. And right here, just down and up, squat down and up. As you squat, we're gonna practice proper form with the legs. The knees are tracking right over the feet. So if your feet are at an angle, your knees are at an angle. Your hips track back, so your spine is long, your chest is lifted. Find the very center line of your body, keep going. Just gonna turn this down so you guys don't hear it. Down and up. Down and up. One more time on the down, pause. And we're gonna take a step wide and slide over to one side. The hip goes back. Again, lengthen your spine, pull the shoulder blades back like you're trying to point your shoulders up towards the ceiling. As you press your hips back, you're really light on the toe. On this side, I assume that you're on your right. Your toe is light, your heel is pressed down. See if you can go a little bit lower, just see what happens. See how you could shift your weight so it feels better. And then slide yourself over to the other side. You can stay low, drop down. So we're just waking up all those muscle fibers, pressing the hips back, creating length in your spine, lifting your chest. It's all about alignment. And the more aligned you get, the better it'll feel. So keep pressing your hips back, drop down, lift up, drop down, chest up, hips back, and up and over to the other side. Drive it back. And so notice that this time you probably went down a little bit lower immediately. And that's because you just woke up a whole bunch of muscle fibers. Press down, breathe in, lengthen your spine. Practice hugging your core in. From your core, lift up and take it over to the other side. Over to your left, lift your chest, hips go back, press straight down, so check your toes. You don't want a lot of pressure on the toes. The weight is in the heel because alignment matters, breathing matters, and then go side to side. Here we go, side to side. We want to warm up our joints, warm up our muscles, start breathing, creating a different kind of energy than you started with. You can go slower than me. You could go a little bit faster than me. Notice how your core engages as you go side to side and start reaching front to back, right? So it's opposite hand towards the front, opposite hand towards the back. Breathe and slide side to side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and back to your center, heels down, chest is lifted. Squat down, press up. Notice how it feels different. Maybe easier. Breathe and lift. That's where you want to be to start. We don't want to add weight until you have practiced the kinds of motions you're going to do. Squeeze in through your core. Lift the front side of your hip bones up as you stand up. Lift your chest up. And right there, we're gonna pick up some weights. So our first exercise is actually gonna be that side lunge, and we're gonna go with a front raise. Coming straight up to the front. As you drop down, your hips go back, and then as you come up to the front. Tubing would go around under your shoe. And if you don't have any weights, that's okay. You could grab water bottles to lift. Lifting something would be helpful. A heavy book. I have a giant nutrition textbook that weighs a ton. You ready? Over to the right, here we go. Hip goes back, lift and press up, same side repeats. So the hip goes back, and then as you lift, you drop your shoulder blades. Hip goes back, drop the shoulder blades. Do you notice how much your core has to engage? You can have your elbows slightly bent here, right? If you lock them out, we tend to lift up into the neck. So if you keep the elbows soft, the tension is in your core. that would be a good place for it, right? The hip to the core. Breathe and lift. 2 more times. Down and up. 1 more time. Down and up. Arms down, shake it out. Because you only have 1 set of arms, or doing the other leg, but your arms have to recover enough to go again. Wide stance. Lift your chest, drop your shoulder blades, press into your left heel, take it down. Find your position, lift your chest up. Here we go. Lift and lift. Right, so you're lifting your arms, you're lifting your chest. Breathing. Yes, don't forget breathing. Stay in it. Hips back. Chest is up. Drop those shoulder blades down. This is just you in this move. Get the rest out. Press to your heel. Stay with me. Nice. We'll go 1 more. And now we're gonna hold in the center. Take your arms down, feet come together. Shoulders roll back. We're gonna go into a lateral raise out to the side. So again, if you have your tubing, it's around underneath your shoes. If you need to do 1 arm at a time, fine, but your chest goes up, elbows go back. Hands do not come above the shoulders. Take it down. Lift up. Here we go. Breathe. Little bend to the knees. This is how you get your shoulders stronger, but your core is working the whole time. If you feel this in your neck, lift your chest more, pull your elbows back more. Yes. We're going 4 more. 4. You got it. 3, 2, and 1. Set your weights down, shake it out, grab a sip of water. We're gonna go to set number 2, and I promise set number 2 will feel a little bit different than set number 1 because your body knows what to do. So we can get into a little bit more of the minutia of your movement to have a different impact. Feet wide, lift your chest, hug your core in, shoulders back. Here we go to the right. Hips back, lift and press. Yes? So it's straight up here, chest is lifted. Squeeze your abs in. You got it. Hips back. So you want to keep your head above your heart. Stay with me. In 3. You've got 2 more right there. 2. 1 more time. Lift it up. Pause. Shake it out. So when we work legs and arms together, you get a little benefit to the arms because your legs give them an assist. Shoulders go back, abs pull in. Here we go, drop over to the side. Press to your heel, lift up. Hips back, press down, lift up. Shoulder blades drop down. Are you breathing? Hips back, press and lift. Yes, this is how you work your whole body together. Breathe and lift. Couple more. Lift it up. 1 more time. We go to lateral raise. Feet come together. Bend your knees, drop your shoulders back, elbows back. Let's go. 15 of these. Lift out. Be sure your hands don't come above the shoulders. Your elbows pull back. So you're gonna pull your elbows back as far as they will go. Lift your chest up. Pull the front side of your hip bones up using your core. Exhale. Breathing. Yes. So notice on the way down that you're not just dropping the arms down, but you're slowly lowering your arms down. Whew, shoulders, yes. If you feel it in the neck, add a little bend to the knees at the bottom and a little stand up at the top. 1 more time. And set it down. Awesome job. Grab a sip of water. And I highly recommend turning on music if you don't have it yet. It just makes it a happier experience. Zoom does not like music, so it doesn't work very well. All right, we're gonna do a hinge. So we're gonna drop down into a lunge and hinge forward, but wait for it. We're gonna come up here and do a bicep curl. So hinge, curl. Yes, we're gonna stay low. Anytime you need to, come out of it, and then you can drop back down. We're gonna do 10 each side, and don't worry, in between those two, we'll do standing lunges so you can move a little bit more. One toe back, one heel in front. Square your hips up, shoulder blades pull back, drop down right here, pull that front hip back actively. Hip goes back, so the weight's straight into the heel. Lift your chest, lay forward. Right there, if you don't feel it in your glutes and you feel it in your knee, you're too far forward on the front of the toe, drop back into your hip. Then come up, right here, curl. Down, hinge, up, curl. What's happening in your core? Hinge, chest forward, chin up, curl. Down, hinge, lift up, breathe in, use your abs. Oh, good morning, legs. Most of the weight is in that front leg, right in that front heel. Woo! Down, up, curl it. You got it, 2 more. Down, up. Are your legs shaking? Ha, down, up, curl, stand it up. Woo! Shake that out. Shake that out. We're going other leg. So, yeah, it's gonna be good. Place one heel down, one toe in back. Square your hips up. Alignment matters here, you guys. Drop straight down through the heel. Pull that front hip back. Lift your chest up. Here we go. Down, chest forward, up, curl. Every exercise is a core exercise. Use it. Down, up. Own your strength. Trust your hip. Breathe. Yes. All that weight in that front heel. The back toe is there for support. If you find yourself shifting your weight way back there, just take one up and down with the legs. Breathe. Hinge forward, chest forward, shoulders back. Curl it up. 2 more times. Forward, up, oh. 1 more. Forward, up, curl. Stand it up. Woo. Yes. Right here, I'm gonna go sideways so you can see. You're gonna step back and up, alternating legs. You ready? We're gonna go 30 seconds. Let's go. Step back, pull it up. I want your legs to get some dynamic movement instead of isometric, sort of stationary. Press to your heel. Oh, yep. It's working already. Breathe and lift. Find your core. Every move, you're lifting from your core. Whew. Last one. Set your weights down. Grab a sip of water. I know you're wondering if we're gonna do that again, because it was so good. Yes. I want you to see how it feels different the second time. Right? This is how you get stronger in all the ways. Just flying through movement doesn't actually benefit you as much as doing this stuff slow. Square up your hips. Pull your hip back. Drop straight down. Weight through that front heel. Let's go. Chest forward. Press into your heel. Curl. Yes. Are you breathing? Exhale. Curl. You know you can modify if you need to. Yes, Marcy, how would I modify? You could just stand up and do the curls, right? You could lunge down and up and do the curls. You take care of you. Breathe. I always do stuff on purpose, but you've got to take care of yourself and not stop. Whew. Chest forward, shoulders back, curl it up, use your abs. 2 more times. Up, curl, you've got it. Down, up, curl. Holy cow, stand it up. Shake it out. That was more strength in your leg than you had before you started this. Press down, overload. That creates change, right? Square up your hips, shoulders drop back. Okay, I'm gonna count. Here we go. Down, hinge, up, 1. What's happening in your abs? Don't let them go. Lift your chest, squeeze your core in. Pressing through that front heel. Exhale. Yes. Chest forward. Breathe. Shoulders back. Chest forward. Stay in it. This will make you stronger. This will make you more stable. Breathe and lift. Yes. You've got it. Was that 9? I said I was going to count. I'm counting 10. Yeah? Shake it out. Oh my gosh. Own the strength in your legs. Let's see how much strength you have. Press back, lift up, shoulders back. Yes? Breathe. It feels a little bit good, yeah? I mean, I guess it depends on your definition of good, but feeling your legs being strong, feeling your legs getting stronger, working your posture, breathing. Stay with me. 5 seconds. Ha. Whew. That was it right there. If you need to even yourself out, you do that. Oh my goodness. Water, anybody? Grab your water, shake it out. You're done with those. It's so good. Now we're gonna go to a heavy squat, just the squat. Then we're gonna go together and do just a curl. When we did all that stuff with the movement and the curl, different result. Then we'll be done with that. I just want you to have awesome arms. So, wide stance, right here, zipper up, like you're just zippering up from your core. Drop your shoulder blades down. This part matters. Press into your heels. Hands can come here. If you have tubing, you might want your feet closer together. Let's go. Drop the hips back, press up. 1 minute. Squeeze your core in. So when you're down, you're lifting up from your center and your mid-back. Working posture. Lift your chest up. Breathe. You could be going faster than me. You could be going slower than me. You gotta feel your way through it. Breathe and lift. Nice. You're more than halfway. More than. Hey, where's your center line? Right, we tend to find one side to do all the work. Heart rate should be going up a little bit. Depends on how heavy the heavy thing is that you're lifting. 10 seconds. Yes, hips are back. You can modify how low you go. You take care of you in 3, 2, and 1. Feet together. Palms out. So we're creating length in the bicep so we can create more strength. So palms are out, shoulders are back. Hey, posture, let's go. 30 seconds. Slow on the way down. And then anchor each side of your rib cage towards your waistline. Breathe and lift. Yes. You're turning your palms out as much as you can. And then you're activating your core. You might find that you want to kind of stick your ribs out and let go of your abs, but pull your abs in and then pull your shoulder blades back. Then pull your abs in again. Oh, last one. Whew. Take it wide. Right here, heart rate up, yes? Let's go. 30 seconds, press to your heels, lift your chest, mid-back active. Breathe and lift. Yeah, this is how you work out your morning so you have a different kind of day. Press through your heels, lift your chest. Your body gets more resilient, better at adapting to stress. Whew. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet together, last time. Bicep curls, let's go. Curl it up, slow on the way down. Shoulders back. Find your abs a little bit more. Could you pull more in towards your midline? Could you pull more into your midline in your back? Right, so your shoulder blades are squeezing back as you curl up. Breathe and lift. You got it. Stay with me. Oh, we went a little extra. One more just for your last curl. Set it down. Shake all of that out. Grab some water if you need it. We're gonna go to a single leg. Now you can drop low, or if your legs have had enough of that, you can stay up higher. Single arm shoulder press. And then we're gonna switch. Why? Because we work more stability that way. So you choose your weight. If you've got tubing, it goes under your front foot. And you could hold 1 or you could hold 2. Totally up to you. Left foot in front, right toe in back. Before you start, steering wheel your hips so they face forward and this hip is pulling back. Same arm as the leg in front. Check your wrist. Is it over the elbow? Drop your shoulder blade down, lunge down, press up, go. Right here. Abs in, right? So we're constantly working that form with your core. We don't save core for the end, right? Just the very end of class. You practice working it through every movement you do, you'll feel better all day. Your back will feel better. You will be stronger. Whew. 2 more. Press down, lift it up. Lift it up, switch sides. How you doing? Other foot in front, toe in back, bring the arm up, check your wrist, check your elbow, anchor your core, square up your hips, go. Down, press up. So we're getting a little assist from the legs to work the arm, but we're using so many more muscles by doing it all together. That's why your heart rate's higher. Higher metabolism. Breathe and lift. Great for your bone health. 2 more times. Press and lift. Stepping together. In between those, toes face forward, feet together, hips go back, and we're just gonna hinge forward and do a bent over fly. You ready? Posture, hips back, drop your shoulder blades down, here we go. Notice the line of your spine, the line of your neck, weight in the heels, breathe and lift, little pause at the top, focus right between your shoulder blades at that bottom edge, almost in the middle of your back, nowhere near your neck. Whatever number you're on, you're going 3 more. Yes. And then we're gonna stand up, your left in front, toe in back, square up your hips, start there. Your knees will thank me later. Let's go. Press it up, anchor your rib cage, drop your shoulder blade over and over. Breathe. Yes. You got it. When we create more muscle cells, we create more mitochondria. More mitochondria means more energy, a better immune system. It's where you do the work. Breathe and lift. 2 more. You got it. 1 more time. Press it up. Switch legs. Whew. Heart rate's up, yes? Modify as you need to. Wrist over the elbow. Pull the hip back and let's go. Take it down. Press it up. Down. Press up. Breathe and lift. Yes. Keep checking that front hip, right? The leg that's in front, keep pulling that hip back. It will change how your knees feel. Pull your abs in, it'll change how your back feels. 2 more times. Press it up, 1 more time. Whoo! Ha! Shake it out, feet together. Cleansing breath. Here we go. Chest forward, bent over, fly. Now you want to have a little pause at the top, right? So push your hips back and find your midline. It's all about what you focus on. Hips back, abs in. Stay in it. You got it. 1 more time and bring it down. Set it down, shake it out. Everybody gets water. Fastest path to fatigue is dehydration. Right? It seems hard to drink water for some people, but I think the consequences are harder. True for a lot of things. Great news, you guys are doing bent over tricep kickbacks. Elbows are high, back of the arms. I know, I really meant it. I know you guys want to do that. Toes forward, right at the hip width distance apart. Slide your hips way back. Push your chest way forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, then elbows stay up. Go, both together. Right here. Yes. So lift your hips enough that your chest kind of tips forward. So you're more like a table. Little pause at the top. We're gonna single these out in a minute. Well, in a few seconds. Breathe. 2 more like that. 1 more. Stand it up, shake it out. We're gonna do it again, and this time alternating. So it'll change it a little bit, but I want you to focus on the extension at the very top. All right, hips slide back, chest pushes forward. Hug your abs in to support your spine, elbows high. 1 and then 1. So 1 arm, the other arm. 2, chest forward. Right, if you find yourself creeping up to standing, you're not gonna feel it in the arms as much. You'll feel it more in the neck. But that's what your body's gonna do if you don't focus on it. Slide the shoulder blades back. Could you push your chest forward more? Little extension pause at the top. Do you feel this in your glutes? If you don't, push your butt back further. Bend your knees a little bit more. Yes, nothing works alone. How many more? 2 more each side. Breathing. Last one. Whew, set it down. Oh my gosh. Shake that out. That was a lot of triceps. Shake it all out. We're gonna do a curtsy lunge. I know your heart rate's up. I hope your heart rate's up. Weights or no weights, so no arms. We're gonna give your arms a second. We're gonna drop back, step up, drop back, step up. When I say drop back, I mean pull the hip back. So you're always facing forward with the hips. You're not turning, all right? Your knees will thank me. Here we go. Hip goes back and side. Yes, side. Press through your heel. Notice what you're doing, right? Your legs have done a bunch of work already. That's why I'm going slow. Going faster doesn't make it better. It just tends to make it sloppier. Are you using your core to stabilize as you come to the center? Right? Take this time. It is you. It's just you in this. Like your entire life in this second is just this move. So get the most out of it. You've got this. Breathe. Woo. Almost there. 2 more each side. Cross, press through the heel. Almost there. 1 more. Yeah. Nice. So important to work our body in all the planes of motion. Shake it all out. Shake it all out. We're gonna set our weights down. Go down to the mat We're gonna do some push-ups. Then we'll flip over on our back. So as tempting as it is for you to bail right now with the push-ups, don't, because it's so quick, right? I mean, the payoff is for a long time. The work is for a short time. I want you to get 30 push-ups total. You don't have to do it in a row. You could do 5, pause, 5, pause. You could use a chair, the side of a bed, the side of a couch, or be on your knees. Either way, whenever you're ready, get started, slide your shoulder blades back and down. If you're on your knees, drop your hips forward and then hug your abs in. Elbows are tracking at a 45-degree back, right? So they're not way up here. What I see a lot with push-ups is getting all hunched up into the neck, and that's not where you want to be. Chest is forward, elbows track back. If you're on your toes especially, you really want to engage your core, right? Lift your chin up. Everybody lift your chin up. Whenever you need to rest, rest. So as you go down, a lot of times I see people pushing their face down first. Lift your chin up and make your back and your core do more work, and you'll take it out of the shoulders. Breathe and press. Are you counting yours? I know, you could be like me and just make it up. It's hard to count. Whew. Especially if you talk. You feel those triceps because you already worked those. You already worked your shoulders. Whew. Oh, stay in it. And anytime you need to rest, you rest. 30 of them. I know you're getting close. Don't quit on yourself. When you rest, pick it back up from a new place. In your mind, don't start where you just ended the last set, right? Make your abs do some work. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Pull your core in. Yes? And if you're on your toes, man, you're active in your core. You're breathing. You're lifting. Your arms are working. Oh my gosh. And when you get to 30, like, it's done. You can't take it back. But you just set your body on a different path physiologically. So awesome. Grab a sip of water. When you're done, take your time, and then we're gonna lay on our backs. It's gonna be magical because you've done so much work. Right? It's my favorite part. I know this is the part where a lot of people's brains start going into what they need to do. Other than this, don't miss this. Push down through your heels. Before you even lift your hips, press down through your heels. Are you all done with your push-ups? I'm pausing so you have time. Press down and lift up. Lengthen your spine by dropping your shoulder blades under you as much as you can. Press your heels down. Lift your hips up. Elongate your neck. Shoulders stay down. Anchor through the balls of the feet. Lift and press. In 3, 2, just down and up. But you're not just bobbing down and up. You're pressing through your heels. You're squeezing everything together and in towards your center. So you're hugging from the right side to the left side. Your heels are like, it's almost like they're pulling into the mat. So you're activating your hamstrings. Your toes are light, but the balls of the feet are pressing down. So as you push through the heels, you'll feel your glutes fire up. As you press through the balls of the feet, you'll feel your hamstrings fire up. Everything back here, we want stronger. We want more active. Press and lift, center line. 10 more. Yes. 10. So you're undoing sitting here. You're activating the posterior chain. I know I say it all the time, but it's the thing we've got to do. It's like all the weakness and tightness that comes from sitting, this undoes. Are you at 10? I think this is 10. Set your hips down, lift your legs up, alternating legs from your core. Drop one, then use your abs to pull it up. Other leg, use your core. So you're not pressing like death grip on your mat. Your chest isn't lifting. You have no arch to the back. You're pulling the bottom side, so your hip bones up, so the bottom half of your abs pull up in towards the top half, the rib cage. Squeeze and lift. Breathe. Breathe and lift. How are you doing? Is your head and neck relaxed? All of your focus is on your core, and yes, you know what's coming. We're gonna do both feet together. Let's go. 2 feet down. Now you get to pick. How short do you want your legs to be today? If you make your legs shorter, it's not as hard, and that might be necessary. If you feel this in your back at all for any reasons, 2 options. 1, bend your knees more, and 2 is alternate legs, right? So it's all about working with where you are, right? So you can get where you want to go. That may seem obvious, but a lot of people try to be where they want to go and they get frustrated. Abs in. Breathing. Stay in it. Squeeze from your core. I know the legs want to take over, and you'll feel it in your legs. I just don't want your legs to do all the work. So if you really feel it in the legs, bend your knees more, or just take a break, pick it back up. I'm going 6 more from here. Are you with me? Breathe and lift. Oh man, everything gets stronger when your core gets stronger. Everything you do that you move away from your midline, when you pick things up, if your core is strong, you're stronger. And then you're gonna set the feet down, back up into a bridge, lift your hips, press your heels down. This time I wanna press knees together and then neutral. Knees together and then neutral. One of the things about the hips, the glutes, is they work in different planes of motion. That's one of the reasons we do squats, lunges, curtsy lunges, side lunges, bridges with different directions. We want to work all those muscle fibers multi-directionally, right? That's how we get out of injury, by eliminating one plane of motion so your joints can be stable in all planes of motion. Yeah, and you'll look better too. Whew, a couple more of these. Lifting your hips. If your hips drop down, lift them back up from the center, down and up just 10 times. Make them 10 that count. 10, press your heels down, lift your hips up, squeeze your abs in, right? And then softness is in the shoulders and the neck. Breathe and lift. Every one of these counts, so you're paying attention to the entire range of motion. It's like a meditation in motion, practicing getting your brain right where you are. Press down, lift up, and then we're gonna go back to the abs. Starting with the singles, let's go. One leg down. Now you could probably straighten your leg more on this set than the last set, because it's working already. Relax the shoulders. Breathe and lift. Are you forgetting to breathe? It seems like you wouldn't forget to breathe, but a lot of times we do. Stay in it. Just notice your core. Notice exactly what happens. Where do you feel things lengthen and where do you feel things contract? And then you don't have to think about that for the rest of the day, right? It's your time right here to connect. Now both feet go together 10 times. Let's go. Down, squeeze in through your core, lift up. Optional little hip lift at the top, right? The top of the motion, adding in a little more challenge to your abs, keeping your head and neck relaxed so there's no tension on the neck, right? We're not lifting the head up. Lift up. Could you pull your ribs down towards your waist more and activate more muscle fibers in your core? that's the name of the game. You make it more effective when you're actually focused on what you're doing. Like everything in life. Breathe and lift. Are you on 10? Did you pass 10? It's okay, set it down. Shake it out, just extend one leg, extend the other leg, march them out. Relax your head and your neck. And we're gonna go into stretching. Extend one leg, hold it. I wanna give us time to unwind all of that. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, relax your hips just a little bit more. Now I'm gonna sneak one little stretch and exercise in. So you're gonna cross your foot, figure 4. Optional to stay there. Also optional to lift up. So now you're working in this side and you're relaxing in this side. So the foot that's up, you've got to activate your core to keep yourself stable. You got it. Press. Can you get any higher through that hip? Can you press this knee wider? And then try to keep your hips in the same, like on the same latitude, you know, like instead of dropping down, keeping them the same. And then you're gonna set it down. Undo it, switch legs, extend this leg up. Relax your hips, just notice which leg is tighter. Notice how your back feels. Relax your shoulders. Relax your shoulder blades. Just little bit by little bit. This leg is just wherever I would be happy if I didn't have my hands there. I'm not yanking it anywhere. Cross the foot, you know what to do. Lift the hip up. And just see how it's different on this side. Maybe your body is like, wait, what? That's how you get smarter, like brain to muscle connectivity. That's a younger brain when you start creating new neural pathways, which apparently I'm doing. Because my body can't figure this out. Square it up. Lift your hips. Knee out. Hold it. 4, 3, higher. 2, and 1. Set it down. Same side, just give me a spine twist. Release your hips, relax the bottom leg. Palm is up. So now we're gonna practice opening the chest. Great experience for your spine. The more you keep your spine safe and mobile, the happier you are, period. Nobody's happy when they feel stiff, tight, in pain. Well, I don't know, maybe that's not true. Maybe you're super happy like that. But I would argue that you'd be happier if your spine moved with more ease. And back to the center, over to the other side, cross it, twist it, relax the bottom leg. So just notice where your body automatically holds on and see if you can breathe into it and let it go. Relax your shoulder. Relax that bottom leg. Be right where you are, take a deep breath in. As deep as you can go, I'll twist it up. And exhale back to the center, hug your knees in, release your lower back another time, deep breath in. And as you exhale and release, rock forward so you can stand up. Hips lift up, chest comes forward. You take your time with this, go at your own pace. Breathe in through your nose as you stand up. That's important. All the way up, right where we started. See how it feels from one side to the other. Great muscles right here to stretch out, especially if you have to sit. Sitting just makes everything tighter. Awesome job, you guys. Thank you for coming.